I was a young boy when I first heard of Makoma, the woman with two faces. The elders in my village of Tabeng spoke of her in hushed voices, their eyes darting toward the horizon as if she might be watching. Some called her a witch, others a cursed soul. But I saw her with my own eyes, and what I saw, I will never forget. Makoma arrived in Tabeng one dry season, walking with a grace that made the wind hush in her presence. Her skin was the color of freshly tilled earth, her hair coiled like the roots of the baobab tree. She wrapped herself in a deep blue shweshwe cloth, and when she smiled, it was as if she carried a secret that no one else knew. But it was not her beauty that made people fear her. It was what lay beneath the surface. It was said that Makoma had two faces, one that all could see, and another that only appeared when the moon was high and the world was quiet. Some claimed to have seen it reflected in the river when she bent to wash her hands. Others whispered that it emerged when she was alone, muttering words in a language no one understood. My grandmother, Koko Maipelo, warned me never to follow Makoma, never to look too long into her eyes. A child who sees what is not meant for him, she said, may never find his way back. But curiosity is a powerful thing, and I was a foolish boy. One night, when the village was silent save for the crickets, I crept out of our hut and followed the shadow that moved toward the river. Makoma knelt by the water, her hands cupped as if she were whispering secrets to the current. I hid behind the thick trunk of a marula tree and held my breath. Then, in the stillness of the night, I saw it, her second face. It did not replace the first, but emerged like a shifting mask, a dark, twisted reflection that flickered across her skin. The eyes of the second face did not blink, did not waver. They burned like embers in the night. I felt my legs weaken, my heart pounding like the drum at the village gatherings. Then, suddenly, Makoma turned. "You should not be here, child," she said, her voice layered, as if two people spoke at once. I ran, my feet barely touching the ground, my breath a sharp knife in my chest. I did not stop until I was back in Koko Maipelo's arms, shaking like a leaf in the harmattan wind. For days, I was too afraid to leave our compound. The elders whispered that Makoma had left as suddenly as she had arrived, leaving behind no trace but the lingering scent of her shweshwe cloth in the air. To this day, I do not know if Makoma was a spirit, a cursed woman, or something beyond human understanding. But I do know one thing. When the moon is high and the river runs quietly, I never look into the water for fear that I might see a face that does not belong to me.